Okay guys, here we are on our third card. This one is pretty monochromatic, and I'm going to show you what you guys are going to be doing to make this card right here and everything you get in the kit. So you guys know that I can't send you stamped images, so I've given you the piece of paper where you could have a greeting there. I chose "Thank you so very much," and then it's just a bunch of layering of stuff. So in your kit, you're going to get the butterfly that I've punched out for you. You're going to get some bling. You get the piece of paper, the Whisper White cardstock, where you're going to stamp your greeting. You get, I call it a bird's nest that I've die cutted for you guys. Is that the right term? Die cutted? I cut out with my die cut machine? I'm not exactly sure. So we're going to be using this. You guys know I love this guy right here. You're going to be getting a embossed piece of white Whisper White cardstock. I love all the swirls in this guy. I think this one may be going away. Honestly, I get a little sad, and it usually takes me a little bit longer than most people to figure out what's staying and what's going away, because I get a little sad. Here's the inside of your card, and you're gonna get some ribbon and your card base, and you get a punched butterfly and we're going to be using the black and white side. Well, you could use whatever side you want, but that's the side I'm going to be using. You're also going to be getting some washi tape. It's not going to look like this. I'm going to put it on some cardstock for you and wrap it around, so you're going to be getting a bunch of that. So this Whisper White cardstock is the thick, so it's, you can see it's going to hold its shape, where Stampin' Up's regular Whisper White cardstock, if you make a card base with it, it's different weight than our colored cardstock. So if you want your base to be white, I recommend the heavy, because it's going to hold its shape, like I said. Ooh, adhesive. Okay, so you're going to fold your card base. You're going to adhere your embossed white. I like to use the tear and tape for embossed images. It has a stronger, not a little, it has a stronger hold. It's going to get in the grooves a little bit better than your snail. So we're going to do that. And this is just really strong, kind of like two-sided tape. And you're going to peel back. If you don't have nails, sometimes it can be a little tricky. You can use the tips of your scissors to try. If it doesn't, if the adhesive starts to come up, you just press down a little bit harder like that, and it should stick, and then peel it like so. We're going to flip this guy over and put it on the card base. We're going to add this guy. Actually, I'm going to put the tear and tape on here, but I'm just not going to add it quite yet. There's what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my image onto my piece of paper, and then I'm going to add the washi tape just so that I have enough room. This guy, I'm going to put a little bit higher than the middle, because, can you guys see this? I start to pull everything closer to me, and then I get out of camera for you guys. Okay. Like so. You don't want to rock it. If you guys can see, I see I've got a little bit of purple ink on there. So you don't want to rock your acrylic block. I'm going to close up my ink to hopefully avoid purple fingers and purple cards and all that stuff. I'm going to take the washi tape and I'm going to create a border on this guy. So I don't want to do it on paper. I just am going to wrap it around the back like so. And I'm supposed to be looking, not right this second, but somewhere I have a silicone mat so that I can do all this stuff on there. This mat on my desk isn't the prettiest to look at, but it's getting the job done. It's been with me ever since I started paper crafting. So then I'm going to take some bling and put it on the front of this guy. I sent you guys some choices. You have choices of what you want. I'm just gonna use the yellow. Like so. Put it on there. And then I'm going to show you a technique with ribbon. I'm going to fray my ribbon. I've already done one side, so I think I'm going to cut this guy a little bit shorter. And you guys know to have fabric scissors, right? So scissors, these are my fabric scissors that only cut ribbon or fabric. You want them to never touch paper. Just works better that way. And then you're going to take your Pick-a tool. If you don't have a that is a tongue twister. If you don't have one of these guys, you can use the tips of some scissors. And you're going to pull the fibers. So you're pulling the string and you're going to cut kind of the loose ends off. And can you guys see that? It's just coming apart. Sometimes like it'll kind of zigzag back and forth, and sometimes it doesn't. You just have to kind of pull and trim like so. Okay. Get all the little guys out of here. Oop, that guy too. So in creating this card, we're going to layer all these goodies up like so. And I just want to make sure that everything is going to fit on the card base, right? Because if I stuck the butterfly out here, then it's not going to fit. So I just kind of want to make sure everything, I'm going to snail this guy. And snail is the Stampin' Up! Term for one of these guys. It's just adhesive. I'm going to probably use glue dots for the ribbon. And again, you just want to make sure everything's going to fit. Right, so it's going to be hanging off a little bit. So this guy, oops, is going to go, and I actually tore this guy when I was taking it out of the die, but I figured I would use it on my sample because I can hide it, and that's just kind of what happens, right? Life. And then I'm going to use glue dots for this guy. Oops. Sticky. And this one here, like so. Flip it over. And then I'm going to use, make sure we're still good. And for this guy, I think I'm going to use more tear and tape just because there's different levels. Because of the ribbon, it's going to go a little bit on the embossed, and embossed is just the textured paper. So when you have an embossing folder and you run it through a die cutting machine or an embossing machine, when you give paper texture, that's embossing. So it's kind of like dry embossing, and then there's heat embossing, which is when you use a heat gun, and that's a different technique. So we're going to add this to the front like so, and then we're going to do the inside of the card, which I just left blank, but I used more of the washi tape. So I'm going to thread everywhere. So I'm going to take the inside of my card, and I'm going to take the washi tape and just put it on the bottom like so, and wrap it around the back just like I did the greeting part. You guys see that? And then I'm going to add the butterfly, which you can also just take your piece that you want to glue like so. What do I do with this guy? Oops, wrong one. And just put it in the corner. There you go. And then your card's going to be done. Oops. Like so. There you go. What do you guys think? All right, we will talk to you later.